Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is opening day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Very excited to be here, very excited, because you know that means one thing, El Toro is finally reopened, and from what I have heard, there is a lot of makeover, beautification type of things happening. So I invite you to come along. Let's go play Spot the Difference on all the things that have changed during the off-season and things that are yet to come. That's right, it is opening day for the 2022 season, and over here by Johnny Rockets, this place that was filled once with a bunch of benches, I think they have plans to turn this into like an outdoor patio of some kind because there are walls up. Interesting. Mr. Bugs Bunny himself, how are you doing? Happy opening day. I can't believe it. The day's finally here. All right. How was your off season? Did you get to relax? You got to sleep? You got to rest up, get ready to come back out to the parks? Where did you go? Were you in Albuquerque? Because I hear you say that you go there a lot. Yeah? Oh, you were over there and you were over there. You went to a lot of places. That's what you were saying. Were you hanging out with Lola? Yeah? Well, it's awesome to see you. I hope this is the start to a great season, and hopefully I'll see you again. The crowds are a lot lighter than I was expecting them to be. Last 2 years, it was kind of crazy, to be honest. But now, I don't know. I haven't even checked the wait times or anything, but I do see Kinda Ka is running. So, one stop I did want to make is check out Yum Yum Cafe. Apparently that was getting a makeover of some kind. Just popped into Yum Yum Cafe real quick. It looks about the same from what I remember. It's a little more open. I remember there being like walls with the condiments and stuff in between, so they did open up the space a little bit at least. But the menus, they pretty much look the same from what I remember. I think Granny's was the one that was getting the bigger makeover. So in the boardwalk, I have failed to spot any changes here, but I do know there's one little makeover that happened over here this way. So the 4 tents here, the ones holding attitudes and the arcade and all that, they look like they've gotten a nice little refresher. They're looking beautiful because, yeah, before they were in rough shape. And if you have been following me for a little bit, you know that this, going this way between the 4 tents, used to be the very original entrance to the park. All right, that looks real nice. And here we go, our Plaza del Carnaval. I just heard El Toro go by. I missed it for the clip, but here we are. I'm excited to see how this thing is running. Sound of the Intamin farts. I love it. I have seen some friends. I've found some friends here. Hey. We have Des, who actually has her own photography account over on Instagram. Ricky, who you might remember from Mini Golf. He also has a YouTube channel. And then we have Anthony, who is a Predators fan in New Jersey. I don't know how that happens, but they're all going to join me on El Toro, and we're all going to give you our thoughts in a moment. Just got done. We did 2 rides. The wait was close to nothing. A big shout out to Miguel, who was on the station doing the verifying. You know, when like one of them wasn't verified, one of the cars, he would run up and down, and it was amazing to watch. But the ride, what did you guys think, Des?
So we had like the middle to like almost like close to the back, and the ride was just so amazing in like the back. And that first drop, like I never felt something like that before. So like putting my hands up on that first drop was the best feeling, especially with the wind in my hair. The ride was amazing.
How about you, Ricky?
Shout out to Miguel, but the first shot was pretty good. I like how smooth it is and how the turns are really smooth.
So are you guys noticing a difference from last year?
I noticed a little different, yeah. It's a little slower as well, I noticed, when you make those little turns near the end as well. Usually it's like a little fast.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah. So it was a little slower going towards the end, especially right after the rolling hill drop. You don't hit it the same. It could be because of the temperature today is like in the high 40s, low 50s, or it could be something intentional that they did on the last turns that I'll take a better look at it when we get over to Ka. But it definitely was a little bit slower, but those first couple of hills hit just the same as they did before. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, the first, like, 80% of the layout is just like it was, just smoother than before, because obviously they had to do some retracking for this. But the finish was a lot slower, and I don't know if they purposely are doing that or if it's just, you know, not warmed up. And I forgot to ask, Anthony.
I'm still a Predators fan.
Oh! But it's been great to be able to go back on El Toro. That is the greatest start to this season here at Great Adventure that I could ask for. The lost town of Medusa. Welcome to our spring preview of Medusa. Medusa will continue her world-class transformation over the next few weeks. So gone is Bizarro. Say hello to Medusa again. I saw it coming around. It had like the water dummies in it. I was hoping to hang out and wait for one of those, but they come out so sporadically. I'm not sure when this is slated to reopen, but I definitely wanted to show you the paint job, which is looking nice. And that's something that I think they're doing with a couple coasters. I'm surprised to see this here. I believe they're doing like VIP tours now using the trucks again, where they will take you to Camp Aventura and you can now do the giraffe feeding again, which is something I will be definitely looking into in the future. Now we're up on the Skyway, which I believe it got a little renovating as well. It was closed for most of the season around Fright Fest and Holiday in the Park, but nothing beats this view of El Toro and King Dakar. And I see Green Lantern over there, but that's not going to be in the vlog. And then we're passing over the four tents here, which, as you can see, the colors are very bright. I see like one side of it on the red one is kind of hazy. I don't know if that's from the rain or from the paint job, and maybe they missed one. Oh shoot, sorry about the bumpiness. So come here in front of Granny's. The first thing that jumped out at me is that they've kind of put rotisserie chicken here rather than fried chicken. I was hoping that they'd have both. They can coexist, can't they? But it looks like they slapped it over this older sign. Anyway, the big change, though, is there's a bar here at Granny's. What are they going to do when it rains and they need a place for the characters to meet? I don't know. But it doesn't look like it's really set up yet. Like, I don't see taps or anything. Anyway, let's head in and see what they've changed. First thing that we noticed when we got in here, the floors. 1, 2. So there's no registers over by that column there. That's where the registers used to be. There's still a ton of people, but it looks like they've improved the guest flow at least. So it's all at least flowing in one direction there. So yeah, way in the back there, they have moved the location to get your refills for the drinks. That's definitely going to help guest flow. So yeah, I'm really digging this. Made my way over to Batman the Ride, which is it was my first coaster, so I am partial to it. But it has a more golden look to it. They've been repainting the track. And yeah, it looks way nicer. So clean. Because the other track, I think I can find a comparison one in a second, but it was looking faded and not so good. I think I hear it coming, actually. Looks like the Nitro line is as crazy as ever, starting to fill up the switchbacks right in front of me. Think we're gonna head on over to Jersey Devil Coaster instead. See if they have that single rider line that I saw in an email. All right, here we are at Jersey Devil Coaster, and whew, I can't tell how many trains are running. There's at least 2, maybe 3. But this line, the first queue house is completely full. I see a single rider line, but I need to investigate real quick to see if it is actually functioning. Also, it looks like they have somebody stopping you before you get onto the station. I remember that wasn't really a thing last year. But all in all, it looks like it might just be 2 trains, so hopefully there's some more coming. They put some more on the track to accommodate all these people. So I was able to confirm that yes, the single rider line is in use here. I'm gonna give it a shot. It looks like the wait is about an hour. I wonder how much single rider will cut that down. Usually, on average, single riders is about half the time, and that's kind of what I'm expecting here. All right, so let me tell you about my single rider line experience. It barely moved. Flash Pass backed up. They have a grouper now who's sending up a train's worth of people. They're only running 2 trains, and therefore, I sat for like 20 minutes in line, made some friends, and decided to bail. We didn't move for 20 minutes, and I saw had a thought of how long it was going to take to get there, so I decided to go over to Batman. Batman, for whatever reason, the line was short, but they're only running 1 train, and for some reason, as you're going through the tunnels where it's just corrugated metal to each side, the speakers and the announcements were blaring. Like, my ears are ringing blaring. It was intense. I mean, I know that's kind of, you have to keep your expectations low on an opening day just because they're getting everything, running on all gears here. But dang, that definitely wasn't the experience I was expecting, especially for Jersey Devil to be just running 2 trains. I don't know what to say to that, but that was my experience. So I came back this way to Nitro just to inspect I always like to see how many trains are running. And could it be there's only one train? Normally there's at least one in the brake run waiting to go into the station. But right now I only saw one in the station, and that just got dispatched. Huh. How peculiar that they might be only running one train today. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to come back and see how things shape up after this first opening weekend. On the way from all of this to start heading on over to Kai, I noticed that they are tearing down this kids show area, and I believe that's in an attempt to like open up and unify this whole area with Little Devil and the couple of rides that are here that used to be like all the Looney Tunes Seaport stuff. All right, I got a special guest here.
Hello.
A special guest. We got Coaster Crusader, aka
What's going on, guys?
and Mr. New Jersey Coasters. How's your opening day been?
Good. El Toro is smooth as glass. Again, you know, it's been a while since it's been like that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Although it is a little cold, so it's been running slow today. How about you? How's your opening day been so
It's
far?
been going great so far. I mean, unlike everyone else, I ran to Superman first because, I mean, I've been working at this park for a long time. And really all the improvements they've made at the beginning of the season, I'm really impressed. I can't wait to see what the rest of the season has in store.
Yeah, I saw that there's a couple of things that are coming in like the future, you know?
Yeah.
Different menus apparently. There's a bar at Granny's of all places. And then Medusa at some point's got to open, right?
Not to
Yeah.
mention the new festival this summer. That's looking good. They want to do what Dollywood has with the umbrellas above Main Street.
Oh.
That's got to be really cool.
That's going to be Toro.
And there goes Toro.
It warmed up
warming
like
up.
really
Alright.
quick, actually. I'm actually
Well, I guess that
surprised.
answers that. That was the question that I had, or I was wondering this morning, is if it was just slow because it wasn't warmed up, or was that intentional because of the accident? But seems like it's warming up. It's moving a little faster.
Yeah. Usually the rides, they run slower in the morning. It's pretty much like a scientific thing. They usually run slower because it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And then when it's hot outside, like on a hot summer day, that's when they usually run a lot faster.
Nice catching up with you guys. Nice seeing you guys. Hope
Yes,
you
nice
have
meeting you.
enjoy the rest of your opening day.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Kingda Ka running 3 trains, running the most trains in this entire park. I can't believe it. Yeah, everything still stands. It's been a fun opening day. Got to ride basically a lot of stuff around here except Jersey Devil Coaster with that single line experience. El Toro running super smooth, and it seems like it has sped up. I can see that right here behind me. Anything else? I saw a juggler, so there's entertainment that's happening, but they could really expand on that. The summer festival sounds like it could be, it's full of potential, let's say. I met Sylvester. Shout out to Sylvester. I met Bugs. Shout out to Bugs. And let's see, shout out to Miguel, the dude that was at the station there for El Toro. He was doing great. I haven't seen the menus change, so that's something that I'll have to follow up with. Same with the virtual flash pass that they're now doing. Everything's on an app now, so I'm curious to see how that plays out. I feel like there's a lot to follow up on, but the opening day experience here was pretty good. I'm excited to see how everything pans out as they get everything firing on all cylinders. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.